And it reminds me of a parable which is often used, which I think is very powerful, about a worm in the middle of a rotten apple. Right. So the worm wakes up in the morning, he's born into this rotten apple. So in his mind, if worms have this capacity to think, right, he's saying, what a dark mushy and rotten, ugly world I am born into.
Right. It's cold, it's mushy. And every
dark.
Day, right, he eats a little bit of the apple, but he's still in the core of the apple. So he just knows mush, darkness, and smell.
Until one day he breaks through the shell of the apple and he sees, oh my God, there's this whole world that he didn't know existed.
Right.
And every single one of us, and this way I think is, again, so one of the inspirations that really pushes me forward all the time is the fact that no matter how much wisdom, whatever you want to call it, one has, you realize, and this is the beauty of life, that there is an infinite amount more to see and to know that exists. And therefore, to make negative assumptions and negative judgments about what I am experiencing is really silly. I am experiencing such a small part of what actually is, not just out there in the world, but even inside here in my own life.
And by the way, not just what you're experiencing, but what you think about yourself. I mean, if we know that we are unmet potential, that's what a soul is, right? We come like a slab of clay, and it's up to us through life to form and to mold whatever we envision ourselves to be, right? And most people, though, even if they have, let's say, a beautiful vision for themselves, they're so stuck in how they don't have the right tools and they don't have any experience and they don't know how to create and they don't know how to mold and they don't know how to shape, that they just stay with the slab of clay. Like it's crazy when you think of it that way.
Absolutely.
Not just how you experience life, but how you view yourself.
Absolutely. We have more neurons in our brain than stars in the universe. And, you know, one of the...
in our brain and in our gut, in fact.
And one of the things we should probably do another episode on that, really appreciating not who we are, that's which is important, but even what we are. But again, I really hope that we're inspiring our listeners to rethink how they think and to really let go of the ego thought, I see everything. We don't see a part of it. And the silliness, therefore, of making judgments about what we're experiencing, certainly as being negative.
A way to actually do that is to be awake enough to see everything.
Absolutely.
And not just awake in the sense of the opposite of being asleep, but to be awakened.